Once upon a time, in a kingdom not so far away, there was a magnificent castle made of shimmering gold and sparkling jewels. Inside the castle lived a powerful queen, who ruled over the land with kindness and wisdom. Every day she would walk through the castle's many rooms, each filled with magical treasures from around the world. But her favorite place was the music room, where an enchanted music box sat on a pedestal. In the center of the room, every note that came from the music box was like a tiny spark of magic. It could make the queen laugh, cry, dance, or dream. But one day, when the queen was resting in her room, she heard a strange sound coming from the music box. It was a beautiful melody, but she had never heard it before. Curious, she got up and went to the music box, and as she wound it up, the melody began to play. As the notes filled the room, the queen felt a strange sensation wash over her. She closed her eyes, and before she knew it, she had been transported to a different world. When she opened her eyes, she found herself standing in front of the tallest, grandest castle she had ever seen. Excitement surged through her, and she couldn't wait to explore this magical place. As she walked through the castle's towering gates, she heard the joyful laughter of children and the sweet sounds of birds. Suddenly, a parade of happy characters appeared dancing before her, each more enchanting than the last. The queen watched in awe as they paraded past, their colorful costumes and cheerful smiles lighting up her face. Then, just as quickly as they had appeared, the parade vanished and the queen found herself alone again. Startled, she turned to leave, but as she did, she noticed a small cottage nestled at the end of the garden path. Intrigued, she followed the path and soon came to a clearing. In the center stood a small cottage with a thatched roof and white walls. As she approached, she saw a sign above the door that read the Cottage of Dreams. Wondering what secrets lay within, the queen knocked gently on the door. Suddenly, it swung open and a friendly face appeared. "Welcome, welcome," said the woman with a warm smile. Come in, come in." The queen stepped inside and gasped. The cottage was filled with all kinds of magical trinkets and toys. There were dolls that looked like princesses, trains that puffed along a miniature railway, and rocking horses that seemed to gallop like real steeds. The woman noticed the queen's wide eyes and chuckled. "Oh, you like them?" she asked. "They're my special toys." Then she leaned closer and whispered, "And if you wish, you can play with them too." Overjoyed, the queen spent the afternoon playing with the magical toys, laughing and having fun. But as the sun began to set, she knew it was time to return home. The woman led her to the door, and as the queen opened it, she found herself back in her own castle. The music box sat on the pedestal, its melody echoing softly in the room. From that day on, whenever the queen felt sad or lonely, she would visit the Cottage of Dreams and play with the magical toys until her heart was light and happy once again. And so the queen lived happily ever after, always remembering the magical place she had discovered through the power of music. The end.